Hi there, it's Mrs. Breaker here from Podadstudios. This week, mainly I've been working on the Horn of Erebor. Ta-da! So in a minute I'm going to give you a little update on some of the techniques we used, but I'd just like to let you know that for the next few weeks we're going to have a little break off over Easter, so there won't be any of our normal episodes, but we will come back with a vengeance in a couple of weeks, and in the meantime you may get a few little sneaky how-to videos. Things like wiring LED lights. Anyway, have a look at the update on the Horn of Erebor. So, Horn of Erebor update. We have been thinking about the sound, and we're very fortunate to know someone who actually plays the trumpet. And he picked up the Horn of Erebor as it is, and he looked at the mouthpiece and he went and he made a noise. So we've actually created an instrument that makes a noise. However, he did say that to make a good noise with a brass instrument or any kind of wind instrument, you need to have a good seal between the mouthpiece and that. And obviously, as we've made it there, it didn't even have a mouthpiece. He suggested using a tuba mouthpiece. It would be about the right size. So we went to the 3D printer and we got that going. And this is what we made. And we went back to our friend who plays the trumpet, and he said, yeah, that works. And he made a noise. So we've actually made an instrument that can make a noise. However, when you're at a convention, which is where this is going to be used, they're usually in big halls, there's a lot of echo, there's a lot of background noise, and we don't think it's going to be loud enough. So we're now looking at, which we always knew we would have to, how we make the noise electronically. And we'll fill you in more on that next week. So let's talk about procrastination on a project. So a long, long time ago, I did a really creative course. But when I finished it, I didn't work in the creative industries. One of my problems was I always wanted to do everything perfectly, and when you had time constraints, it's pain. Sometimes it got to the stage where I couldn't do anything because I just wanted to do it all perfectly and it just wasn't time enough. Added to which I wanted to earn some cash, and creative industries didn't pay much at the time. Long story short, ended up working in commercial industries and manufacturing for a very long time. I had a good time, enjoyed myself, earned a good living, but I never used my creative skills. And what's so exciting about working for Podpad now is I can, but still got the same old skeletons in the closet of procrastination on projects. So sometimes you just have to say, we're going to do it, and we're going to make it, and we're going to build it, and we're going to make it as good as we can. And I think I kind of got to a little bit of a mental block with this, especially with the runes. I kind of spent a long time thinking about what they were going to look like and what they were going to be like. Do we put lettering in them? Really, the dwarves are not that kind of guys. I don't think they put letters and words in their physical things that they were using, items they were using to go to war or to raise the troops' morale and that sort of thing. More likely it would be that this item's got used, and over years it's had prints and marks hammered into it, and it's sort of significant, but almost in a way where it has its meaning, but it's not like a spell or a magic item. It's more like a useful thing. So in the end, I decided I wanted a little bit more uniformity and patterns in it, but I didn't really want the rune symbols. So I used a little grommet, and I put that in the paint, dipped it in the paint, and then I basically put it on. It's gone a little bit Aztec-y, but I quite like that feel. It looks like it's got a history. The other thing I did was I wanted these little patterns here. So I made a cutout, and I stippled all around the edge with it, with the light paint. And then I just basically worked into it and into it and into it to give it that kind of age-old feel. So I'm going to work it down a little bit more. I think it's a little too light, but I'm really nearly finished with the painting now. And hopefully my procrastination days are over. Great, huh? I'm really, really pleased with how it's coming on, and very soon we'll be varnishing it and fitting the sound system. So we'll keep you posted on how all that goes. In the meantime, this video here has actually reached 5,000 views. Thanks guys! If you know anyone who's into Star Wars, please share it with them because it's all about our Star Wars droids. Anyway, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye!